As I promised, I have returned. We're continuing on with what is that quest? I think it's the chapter 2 of the farewell to the Archon. But ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting Genshin Impact stream. I will be doing more Dark Soul, well, I'm sorry, Demon Souls in the upcoming days. I have been diagnosed with COVID, so hi, child. How are you doing? Hopefully, you're doing swell. I mean, after all, I do have you.
Team, assemble!
And I'm gonna learn this one work. Okay.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
God damn it, I'll be back.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liu Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liuli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liu custom.
Oh, Paimon's gonna be happy with food.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hello.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed.
Excuse me while I take a sip of my hot toddy here. And I do mean steaming hot. Woo! Yep. Blistering hot.
And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
Context, Paimon. Learn to read the situation.
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing
Oh dear God, no.
Indeed. It is as you have guessed.
Holy shit, she was correct. Interesting.
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer?
Yes, yes, she did.
The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Are you serious?
Rocky.
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Well, if you really think about it, we don't have any other choice.
Indeed, no amount of consideration can change this outcome. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
My bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
Hey, Mr. Mustafa, how's it going?
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, How does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
No, I'm not crying. I'm congested.
Indeed. The weight of 3,700 years worth of history runs deepest in the true divinity of Liyue. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
Oh, do I have to? I have so many of them.
The key here is consumer psychology. Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh. What are you staring at?
Alright, go ahead and ascend him.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for...
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up.
Paimon, not only is your voice annoying, you tend to say things to degrade me sometimes. I don't understand why. But okay.
But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
None.
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
Well, sometimes I don't think about money when I spend it, so I can kind of relate to him.
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
Again, as usual, she is confused.
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just sad that we might never be able to use it again. Back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Not buying? Come now, my good friends. We can still discuss this. Negotiation is key to trade, wouldn't you say? How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it...
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost
Stingy? I've already been very generous.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the...
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless,
What sort of
while we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Dada Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. Now, let's pack those samples up.
Let's do some traveling.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line.
Ow.
There's still soup in here. These hilly churls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin it. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is, so... Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors!
Leave me alone.
Continue again after. Came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly churls. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
They never miss. Why do they never miss? Off we go.
not to enjoy this too much.
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
The third one. Okay, I suppose.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods.
Exactly! That's the one Paimon
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm...
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this?
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could...
Oh, right. I'm sorry. As I thought.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, that's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
It seems that we must.
Come on, Z. What's wrong with you?
May the Lord of Geo protect you and fortune find you.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the...
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. That's right. The Liyue Qixing have acquiesced to using the same location.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millelith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millelith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about. Also, the, Rex Lapis vessel...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer...
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow!
Oh boy.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
They see me floating in hating. No, I was kidding. Jesus.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
No, I do not. Get the fuck out.
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good...
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. I'm sorry? Ah, yes. We've met before, haven't we? Sorry, traveler. I shouldn't have spoken to you in that tone.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have.
Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. By contrast, this variety. Lastly, this strain of silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow! A true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird.
That makes zero fucking sense. But whatever.
But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply.
Thank you.
Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the Seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the Seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
Oh, god damn it. I don't associate myself with broke niggas, Zhongli. Get it right?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
By this point, I'd be more surprised if he remembered.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Well, technically saved your skin. I would have whooped your ass, man. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies?
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven. Meet me there when the perfume...
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild.
You can't beat the atmosphere.
Let's ask Lan! She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
I'm lazy. Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
You smell great.
Wow. Just wow. I'm just going to assume that you're either joking or being sarcastic. To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my appearance for someone who spends all their time in the great outdoors. But I smell great?
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a
no, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Qiming.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers. Thanks, Lan. See you around.
Now that I flat out embarrassed her.
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Ying-Ar's homemade perfume?
Ying-Er? Oh, as in scent of...
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we...
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are are you making it out like we're bad people?
You know, it's this little thing called trust issues. Totally understandable.
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it?
Oh, dear God. Oh, God, why? Just why? Okay.
Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition.
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
Oh, God. Okay. So. O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring. For come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall... Viagra helps. Anyways, moving on.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
Oh, God, is she... The thirst is real.
So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? Where is that? Mondstadt? Or only somewhere closer to home will do. Let's go for the kitchen at Wan Min Restaurant.
Should I save
Cheap and
this
tasty
money?
chop suey.
Leo's really got a lot.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
Boy. I mean, woman. Look.
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously.
No, that's not what you were thinking.
While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Try something new at the Wan Min restaurant.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Ugh. Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
Wow. Leo's really got a lot.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
Lady! This is a children's... This is a kid's game. Why are you... Oh, God. God. God, why? Oh. No. I can't. Oh boy, I thought fan fiction was bad. Anyways. Whew, okay.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby craft. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is...
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Okay.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process if the temperature goes too... So please, focus on controlling. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want... All three perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
Okay. I was taking a beat the whole
Wow,
time.
you actually remembered my throwaway comment.
Yeah.
You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent?
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it.
Sweet. Didn't know my character was lesbian, but moving on.
The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay? I'll leave you with some parting words.
If it's another sex innuendo, I'm going to throw my controller. Because this has got to be the most thirstiest bitch I've ever met.
One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard.
I quit. I fucking quit. I'm done. Oh boy. I need a thirst alert.
Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven.
After being freaked out by a woman who seemed like she would molest me at any given moment.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought...
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like. Does that mean that Rex Lap...
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the Let's hope the Qixing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the
cleansing bell.
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell.
Sure, but aren't you...
I have certain reasons why I cannot...
Man, why's he gotta be so secretive this time?
We're not gonna go there. Why, thank you. Okay.
Off we go! Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
What's up?
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire? But it's a shame.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read if they heard beautiful sounds but if they heard too much wild gossip.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes. The rumors of Rex Lapis's death. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others. This harbor is like a mountain. Well, I shall say no more. This old... that old trinket. I remember it. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be... It has been many years, and who knows... Still, though, I can't recall when. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can...
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And, we can help with chores if you have...
All right, children. There is no need to worry.
Do you live near here, Granny?
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot and...
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean?
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
The fuck? Okay. Following up on this Archon story.
Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, you could go now. Whee!
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing valve, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus.
Die. Okay.
Retribution!
My flame has been extinguished.
Barely a scratch. Barely a scratch.
Oh my.
Scratch. Out of the way.
You're in for a little shock. You're...
Oh dear God. Come on.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
That was weird. Paimon, the best travel companion ever. No, she's not.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really up the cheese sing. Those children stopped letting my friends and I into their council long ago.
The little screen, it was talking about Paimon, the best traveling companion ever.
Still,
yeah, right.
They've done well recently. We old folks are content to be idle.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. But is also, don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to...
Oh, don't be silly. But no matter what, to cry, "Catch the murderer" at the top of one. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Zhongli, you have some explaining to do. And I suppose Bennett is not all that bad.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Protect you, and fortune find you.
Indeed. This is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry.
No. No, Paimon. You can't just sit here and be all up in other people's business and not want to pry into his life. No, something's not right with him. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very... When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking a...
No. Kites are children's toys. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to...
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser. Sir, you're here. The 7 kites you...
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of... Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. So we've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well. But he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else. But there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when... As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right...
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before.
Paimon, stop talking.
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes. Well then, Granny Shan. I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Uh-oh.
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
You ambushed us.
No way. I was just passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems...
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge...
A most fair price.
Let's see. No. Let's see. Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much.
Listen, let me tell you. A full day of odd jobs at Eugene Terrace. No problem.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you...
Hero of Mondstadt? Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply...
I'm not paying that much.
This price will do. No loss to me.
Nothing. I'm just pulling the Doctor Strange. Coming to bargain.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden...
No problem. That'll be 20,000 mora for a single...
Done.
This is all you got? No, cat child. No. How about this? Let's make a trade. Get me a single Chinkson flower, and I'll consider that.
Guess we've got no choice.
Have you brought the good? Hey, that's pretty good. With this Chinkson flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight.
Something tells me I did horrible in the bargaining business.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way!
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I...
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after?
Say what? What was that? Something about a right.
Yikes!
Yeah.
You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere...
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
Despite the fact I got Child, why do I get this funny feeling I don't give a fuck about him right now? Oh well.
The reception. Hello? Is any...
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out?
Oh, it's her.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter.
Paimon, you have no room to talk.
Joke's on you. Paimon floats, so height is no restriction. Anyway, there's something weird about this one over here. What's the talisman doing? It can't be. She's a zombie.
Yes, she is.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi. One that I actually want in my party.
Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Why? Oh boy.
Something like this would be unimaginable.
Hello, little girl.
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your
Surely no prescription.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to my dear Chi-Chi. We didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Oh, so you want me to help you? Okay, what do you want me to do? Grab a couple of items? Uh-oh. That's not good.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is simply about victory via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
The fuck is a cocoa goat? Oh boy. Hi, I forgot you've been through this already.
Guizhong Ballista. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by located in Qinheng Pass. It was designed to automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external...
Mr. Zhongli really knows...
Apparently not quite. This is the first...
The Coco Goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
Paimon, shut up!
No, just that the Coco Goat is a legend. What it looks like, don't know. Where to find it, don't know either. Where it came from, also don't know.
Bitch, what do you know?
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista.
What the heck is a Coco Goat?
You know, something tells me I'm gonna find out eventually. What the fuck is a Coco Goat? And something tells me I'm going to regret it.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
No cure for heartache. But no cure for heartache.
I'm going to regret my curiosity, aren't I? Maybe. Mm-hmm.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing?
It is...
Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti...
So what are we gonna do? Quick!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand.
Well, so far you haven't done anything to impress me, so...
That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored...
So, what you're...
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here, post...
These parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricate.
Ooh!
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have nothing. And over there, more nothing.
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret?
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista. Also, kindly...
Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure. This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical device, but trust me, last time we approached the mountain, a few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it! The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces! And that's if you—
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. Disgrace. It is not we who need reprimanding.
Benny's adventure team, I have failed you.
The knockback from Bennett's little move of his knocked me off a platform and he died. I thought it was not possible, but okay.
Want a taste of my hammer? You're open! You're open! Two to go!
Barbados, got us.
Jab and cross!
Out of the way! Adventure time!
You're open! You're open!
Take cover! Adventure time! Get out of here!
Another test subject. Fry!
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Going in!
I got careless.
Out of the way! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Have a little taste. I got careless. This'll
Burn.
Fry!
Try not to enjoy this fury for a little shot.
A little taste. Have a little taste.
Come a little closer.
You're open. You're open. You're open. You're open. You're open. Should.
Off we go.
You're open.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
You're open. You're open.
Get out of here.
You're open. You're open.
Get out of here. Out of the way.
You're open. You're open.
Adventure time. Adventure time.
You're open. You're open. You're open.
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time.
Oh yeah, that! So we've...
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby. What's more, a contraption built using adept...
Which means... A Paimon wouldn't go that far.
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains.
Good idea. We did our best.
So, no Cocoa Beast? Yeah. No. Yeah. Nothing, it's just my wife is trying to drug me. You know, just to make sure I'm feeling a lot better.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract.
What a disappointment. Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all—
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. Much better than normal goat milk. Only an Adeptabeast could make such tasty milk.
Gigi, you're lucky that you're dead, otherwise I would have killed you right on the spot for that shit. Over some fucking milk. Really? Really?
I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. Ah, here. This is the name. Coconut milk.
Huh?
I fucking quit.
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with this zombie child, when perhaps I should have undertaken further due diligence.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Liyue proverb goes, all things are random and, so how are you supposed to predict anything? Literally no one could—
Excuse me, everyone. Did Chi-Chi—
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
Oh god. It's time to tell you where coconut milk comes from.
No. Impossible.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
They all need to grow up sometime. I can't say that. She's a zombie. She's not gonna grow. Oh god.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then. Thank you all for looking after my little Chi-Chi.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears— What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi. Ah! The snake is speaking!
Nothing in this town surprises me anymore.
I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you three, Communal chaos
Do you sell everlasting incense?
Everlasting incense? Why, of course we do.
Whew, at last. Things are finally starting to come together.
Paimon, shut up.
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just rob the Golden House.
Too bad the Cheesing have taken it over for now. Security will be tighter than you.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself. Though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum to come by.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much mora. And as for Mr. Zhongli, he's around 3 million short.
This is correct.
No shame.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go...
20 minutes later. And he's laughing.
Coco Goat! Coco Goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you fell for that.
Oh, fuck you, child.
Hey! Less laughter, more sympathy!
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. In return, I'm more than happy to sort out this mess you've managed to get yourselves into. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but so much fuss over coconut milk?
What is the deal with coconut milk? I mean, what is the appeal to... Okay. I'm just gonna continue on with the game.
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Chi-Chi? Shut up.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too. Let's say 2,990,000 mora.
So you took off 10,000.
That's like 0 difference from 3 million!
2,990,000. Also an innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it is a whole 10,000 less than the original sum. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, Little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
Zhongli, you're just gonna leave? Just...
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope? What have I missed?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House, if not the Exuvia? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liyue saying goes, the walls have ears. You should really...
I swear if I hear coconut milk one more fucking time, I'm gonna scream. Bloody fucking murder.
These bombs, so heavy.
Shut up. She sleep. I don't give a fuck. Seriously, over. over fucking coconut milk. I might as well just end the stream right here because I'm about to cause a scene.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense. The completion of our preparations is not far off.
Oh my god, how many more fetch quests do we have that doesn't involve coconut milk?
Whew, finally!
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far?
That coconut milk is the bane of my existence at this point, but other than that, it's been odd.
Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, I'll leave you to ruminate over it yourself. As to treat you to a meal.
Zhongli treating?
Oh, yes, don't worry. I will remember to bring the Mora this time. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole in the wall, praised throughout Liyue.
Hole in the wall? As in a...
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor, at third round...
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such... I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady...
Hey, there's even a storyteller!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other...
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide. They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping one or two of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or two ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot.
Yes, I already have her.
Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate
Ningguang.
her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and,
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you.
What's up with some of these women wearing some semi-scandalous outfits? I mean, seriously.
Well,
okay.
In concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally—
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite her to come here. I wish to meet her. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon still can't— We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manner.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh. We'll—
A toast to our success.
Now I gotta wait till I'm rank 35.
What should I try?
Made another handsome sum today?
Listen, let me tell you how.
And on that note, I'm just going to cut the stream off right here. You guys take it easy and have a good night.
Ha! Adventurer! Think you can last a round against me?